welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about my 19 and pregnant story, as you can tell from the caption. So I just want to show you a little glimpse of my baby. So this is my baby, and this is the first pregnancy test I took when I found out I was pregnant. So pretty much I'm just going to go by the day that I took my pregnancy test, because there's a lot that happened before that, before I actually took the test. Like, there was like a lot of hesitation. I legit took 3 weeks to take a pregnancy test because I legit was waiting for my period to come. So it all goes way back in November of 2017. Keep in mind that I had just graduated in June. So I mean, like, I was looking forward to college and like having that college fun, but that didn't happen. So there's just a little disclaimer that I want to say. I am not encouraging young girls or girls at my age to get pregnant. Being a young mom is a lot of work, because I know that there's a lot of young moms that I've seen that are like struggling and like having it hard because their main priority is their child. And I understand that when I have this baby in my arms, that's going to be my number one responsibility, and which I'm willing to take up for, because I'm gonna take responsibility of what I've done. And I just see this more as a blessing, because blessings are like the one thing that really do happen when you're pregnant. Because yes, you can get pregnant, but a lot of people don't have the opportunity to have kids, and a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people are so quick to judge when you get pregnant. Like, you know what? Yes, I'm pregnant, and this was my opportunity. Like, this is the chance that God gave me, like, to have a baby. So yeah, just want to say that. But so let's just start off as I am 19. I am currently 4 months. My baby is going to be born in August. So my baby's going to be an August baby. That's kind of exciting. So the day that I took my pregnancy test, so there had been like 3 weeks that I've been like wanting to take a test. So within those 3 weeks, I actually did a bleach test. So you pretty much get an amount of bleach, an amount of your urine, and you pour your urine into the bleach and you see a reaction. You can either get like a big reaction or a small reaction. So my reaction turned out to be a positive note. So I was like, oh my God, maybe this is like just fake, you know? So I waited another week. The 3rd week came, and the person that gave me the pregnancy test, I can't release her name, but we were like talking about how, like, damn, I might be pregnant, because we legit waited 3 weeks because my period wasn't coming. So I went to go pick up the pregnancy test from her house. As soon as I got home, I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, hey, you know what? Like, this is legit real. My life can legit just change. Yeah, I know I say legit a lot. So I kept looking at myself and I was like, my heart was like beating faster and faster, and I was like, oh my God, this is about to go down. So I was just waiting for myself to wanting to use the restroom. So I started like chugging down water so I could like want to go to the restroom even more. So finally I had to go to the restroom. I peed in a cup and I dipped the pregnancy test, because they say it's better to just dip it so you won't have too much urine or too less urine. So I just dipped it, and it turned out to be positive. Like, quickly, it like, I left it down for like a minute, and I looked down. I had to look, and I'm like, damn, well, that was fast. And I looked at it and I just legit started crying. I was crying in my restroom. The first thing I did, I FaceTimed my best friend. I'm like, hey, I just took a test. Like, it came out positive. And she thought I was lying. So she's like, let me see. So we were FaceTiming and I showed her, like, it's positive. So at that moment, we were like, what? Oh my God. And I was crying and I'm like, I don't know what to do, Ale. And she's like, yes, you do. Like, you know what you're going to do. And I'm like, okay. So I had to tell my mom right away. So I I knocked on my mom's door. I legit knocked like at 12 in the night. And I was like, Mom, I need to talk to you. And I guess she kind of figured I was crying by the tone of my voice. So she came out and she was like in her robe, so I knew she was sleeping. And then she's like, what happened? Like, why are you waking me up so late? And I'm like, Mom, like I legit started crying and I'm like, I'm pregnant, Mom. And then she's like, well, you knew what you were doing. And I'm like, well, thanks, Mom. So she was like, she's like, how many weeks are you? And I'm like, I don't know, like I haven't paid attention to that, like I just took this right now. So she's like, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the doctor, we're gonna find out how old that baby is, and like we have to do all of this and that, prepare yourself. And I'm like, oh my god, like you're like giving me a lesson and like I just found out. So I was like, okay, I need to tell my boyfriend, but I was scared to tell him. So I knew I didn't want to tell him in person, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait, like I'm gonna just text him. But first I called my sister-in-law because I couldn't believe it, like, hey, I'm freaking having a baby. So I called her and I'm like, hey, like at first I texted her and I'm like, dude, it's an emergency, because I was freaking out. And then I called her and I'm like, hey, I'm pregnant. And like we had like a chat and like we were figuring out like what I was gonna do, this and that. And then I couldn't but like tell my boyfriend. So I texted him and I was like, hey, I'm pregnant. And like I sent him a picture of the pregnancy test and he thought I was lying, because it's funny because I took the pregnancy test the 25th, and on Black Friday, I think it was like the 23rd, on Black Friday we had gone to Michael's and I played a joke on him that I was pregnant. It was like funny, but it wasn't that funny after that. But so we went to Michael's and I remember I turned around and I was looking for an aisle, and the first aisle that popped out was baby. So I was like, I wonder if that's a sign. But I was just messing around, you know, like in my head. So I told my boyfriend like, oh, come over here, like I need to tell you something. And he's like, what is it? And I'm like, look, that is me. So he was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, look. And he's like, baby. He's like, wait, you're pregnant? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, really? Like, are you serious? And then I'm like, yeah. And then I walked away from him and he was like chasing me at the store, like, Dolly, are you serious right now? And like he kind of looked excited, but he kind of looked scared. And I was like, nah, I'm just playing with you. And after that he looked so sad. So I'm like, oh my god, like, I'm sorry, you know, it was just a joke. But then it turns out like 2 days later, like I'm legit and pregnant. So it was kind of like, it was kind of shocking and he didn't really believe me. But then I told him like, dude, I'm serious, like I'm legit pregnant. So his reaction wasn't like so like, oh my god, I don't know what we're gonna do, because I told him like, hey, I don't want to talk about this through text, we'll just talk about this in person. So that's pretty much it, how I told him. But when we did see each other, we were trying to figure out like how we were gonna tell his parents, because that was the one thing he was kind of afraid of, like, how are we gonna tell my parents? And I'm like, well, maybe we should make it a surprise, you know? And he's like, what do you mean a surprise? Like, we don't know if they're gonna be happy or upset about it. And I'm like, well, they should be happy because this is like a blessing. And I tried to talk to him about it, like it's a blessing, because my mom had told me in advance, like, it's gonna be hard to tell his parents because you don't know how they're gonna react. Like, you just have to be in a positive note, this and that. And I'm like, okay. So now that they know everything actually went well, everyone is excited. We are like so nervous to find out the baby's gender, because I want a girl, my boyfriend wants a boy. Did I say girlfriend wants a boy? I don't know. My boyfriend wants a girl. My boyfriend wants a boy and I want a girl. So we're kind of just trying to figure everything out, like how are we going to change the room. But yeah, ever since I found out I was pregnant, we took the we're taking the responsibility, and we moved in together as like a couple now. And a lot of people have asked me like, oh, are you guys gonna get married? Like, I am not planning to get married soon until the day he proposes to me, because I don't think it's okay when people tell you like, oh, you guys should get married because you guys are having a baby now. Like, you know what? We already know we're having a baby, and we already know we want to be together. So there's no need for you to encourage us to get married. We'll get married when the time is right. Because you can't just get married and then because you're having a baby, like, that's not how it works. Like, we're gonna do it the way when we feel the time is right and all of that. And maybe having a baby at age 18 and 19, it isn't the right timing, but you know what? For me, it was, because I know God sent me this baby and it was time for me to become a mother, and I'm gonna take full responsibility, and I'm happy about it. And I know there's a lot of people that are not happy that I decided to keep this baby, but you know what? The people that made me feel so upset about myself, you are the reason why I'm gonna prove you wrong, because so many people think that I messed up my life. And you know what? My life just got better. Just because I got to meet my child sooner than I thought doesn't mean I ruined my life. My life just started. And I have another reason to be motivated to do good in life. But I don't mean to say it in a wrong way. I'm just saying it because I feel like there's a need to say it, because there's a lot of women out here that are teen moms, and a lot of people like seem to say, oh, they ruined their life. You know what? Our life is amazing. Like, having a little person look up to us at a young age makes us more mature and be more wise. Like, trust me, it just makes you more wise. But it's okay. A lot of people don't see it like that, and a lot of people tend to throw shade a lot on young moms, and that's okay. You can throw all the shade you want, because at the end of the day, we're still going to be doing our job, and you should be doing yours too, because one day you're going to be a mom, and you're going to experience the same things we experienced, but we just experienced it sooner. And we have to hustle even more to provide for our child, and yeah, just do more, which is fine, you know. I'm happy with the result that I am pregnant, and I'm proud to be pregnant. And if anyone tries to bring me down, all you're really going to get is just a block, because I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. Because really, like, I already know what I'm going to do, and if you're not going to be like a friend that's going to be supportive, then I don't need you in my life. Like, I don't even need you in the beginning. My child becomes first in anyone now. And my child's going to know how there's a lot of cruel people in this world, but you don't have to let them win you. Don't let them win you over. But yeah, that's pretty much my story, and that's pretty much a little rant that I had to say, because I know a lot of people that are watching my videos, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to say something negative, and that's okay. I have very tough skin, and this child of mine is gonna have very tough skin too, because my child, I'm pretty sure, is gonna be a very, very happy child, because I already know what I'm gonna be doing for this child and what I have planned for this child. So yeah, well, that's about it, and that's all I'm gonna have to talk about. If you guys have any suggestions of any videos you guys want me to make sure to ask me on my social media on Dahlia Honeycake, and make sure to stay tuned for more, and make sure to subscribe. Thank you.